Today I had to make some changes. This is an 06 or 07, I can't remember. M45. And I had to come out here and replace the blower motor for the climate control system. Make sure it's off. I'll show you why I did what I did. So what my problem today ended up being, at least my immediate problem, the cause, was that the blower fuse had popped. So when you come down here, open this compartment and read this, it will tell you that the blowers are these two fuses over here, 215 amp, and there was a spare over there. So that's what I did. Came here, looked at the end, there were two blue fuses over there, 15 amps, and the spare was over there. So I think I'm the one that put that spare over there. Maybe someone else did, but you'll notice the spare sticks out a little further. The spare is a regular spare. Look at it. Right? It's longer. And I've always told people that a regular fuse will work in the same spot. It's just fine. But since I used it, I need to find a way to put another spare over there, of course, right? Replace the spares. So this was the situation. That was the immediate cause I found. However, I'm going to take this back a little further. And I've always said that, let me turn off the light. Flashlight's not needed. Okay, so this is an old blower motor. This is a new one. Let me connect the blower, the older one, back on. Okay, here it is. I've hooked it back on. And I'm trying to find a way to make it stand by itself so that if or when it starts spinning, it doesn't kick around. Okay, so instead of turning on auto, just go up just one stage. You hear that? Okay, off it goes. So the old motor turns for most intents and purposes, right? So let me remove that. I really needed to use both hands here, because what I was doing was this, pushing in that clip over there or pulling it up. So the old one works, but I had to buy a new one, which also works. The reason is this. Initially, the first time I looked at this system, and this is what I usually call fixing the symptom versus fixing the root cause, right? And sometimes diagnosis takes some time to be done well enough, right? You need time, a few more tests and whatnot. The first time the blower wasn't working, and I checked the relay, checked the fuses, everything seemed to work fine, because it was exhibiting the classic relay symptoms where it would only work after driving for 10 minutes or so. So it came down here, and when I went to pull the plug, it started working. So it made a connection eventually. And when I pulled it out, I noticed this. It's burnt. Can you see that? It is burnt. It's not completely gone. I mean, it's not like it's a fire or anything, but the terminal did get hot enough to burn. I was a little perplexed. I wondered why it hadn't popped the fuse, before just stopping to work. Whatever it is happened to the situation, but I guess it never overamped is what I'm taking. But then, so here's the root cause part of it. This blower is old. I'm going to assume it's 185,000 miles, just like the other one, just like the odometer says. And you can see from the way it looks, it's got a little bit of, this is not just regular dust, this looks like bearing dust, metal dust, the dark black stuff, gray stuff. So I bought a part number, I bought a new one from Nissan. The box says 272 27225 JK61A. think that's the correct one. But then the blower itself, the assembly here, or maybe this is just the cage. The cage says right there. Maybe I need a flashlight for it. The cage says 3V173 30352. Same thing on this one here. So I bought an OEM Nissan one from eBay. It cost me about less than 40 bucks. I thought it was a pretty good deal. So what I'm gonna do, you install it this way. It goes up into this hole over there, right? And then you have these 3 screws into these 3 holes. I have a video on this, by the way, out there. And then this goes in this way, right? So this usually, the clip usually faces the downward part. So I'll install it here. And remember how the first one sounded when I ran it, right? So let me hook this one up first. Okay, so it's installed, and do the same thing. Turn the fan on. No, do you notice the difference? This is just one fan speed. Sounds different. I can see it's shaking things all over. So there you go. What happens is your bearings get worn out and it gets harder to spin this thing. And my guess is that the first time it got hard enough that, you know, the system just kept working, and before it amped too hard, or rather it amped too high, it was enough to melt the plastic around that area that you saw. So that's what happened. Ended up doing that. And what I did when I noticed it the first time, I took it out, just scraped it around. This one still felt fine. You know, when you test it like this, it always usually tests fine, but I have a different kind of horsepower in my hand versus what the system is running. So it faced a little more resistance, and doing it continuously. And shoot, doing that for the highest fan speed, you know, that's a lot of resistance. So that's what ended up causing this blower to eventually stop working. We did, you know, I directed the car driver to do the usual trick, slap it, kick it. None of that worked. So good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and just pack it up. As I said, I've already solved the problem. Just replace the fuse. I need to get a spare fuse, you know, for the spare fuse that I took and used in there, 15 amp. And then reinstall this, and once this is in there, disappears in there, then I'll just put this and it will be game over, right? So that's it. I just wanted to share this video as an example of the things I do, the way I try to think about things. Again, things happen for a reason, right? You don't just replace fuses or get a larger fuse and keep going. No, the fuses are telling you that there's something else that's happening in the system. In this case, they're telling you that we cannot run with whatever blower is there. And it's usually, you know, for older cars, they usually burn the amplifier or something like that. In this case, at least I'm lucky enough that all they did was mess up with the fuse without causing a fire, you know, without getting too out of hand. That's it for today. Good luck, and I hope everything goes well for you this winter season or summer or whatever season it is you watch this video. But this happened to us in the winter, so it's definitely a welcome gift to be able to handle that. Okay, good luck, my people, and all the best out there. Yeah, I wanted to add this, that since last time I had seen that the wiring plug had been burnt a little bit, I went to a parts car that I had, or at least the wiring harness from a parts car, and cut out this, you know, this plug with the intention of splicing it into that system, basically, and to cut it long enough, of course. But in so doing, I noticed that this one was also slightly burnt. Not exactly a problem, but it was a little browner in the middle plug. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but otherwise it was functional, and I think it's just a matter of age. Maybe it's something I would say replace your blower motor at, you know, at 150,000 miles if you just want to be proactive, but always do it with OEM parts. That's my preference. And you know, that's again just a little random talk about this blower. I bought this from eBay because I had the time, right? I had fixed it, in quotes, by scraping off the mess from that plug and reinstalling it, and it was working. But then when I got a call and I was informed that the blower had stopped working again, so I decided, hey, first I'm gonna buy another blower, because in my mind I felt like it was a blower issue as a root cause, but I said I was also going to replace it in case it didn't work. But we have seen that it works just fine. It should. Yeah, I can hear it. There you go. It's blowing all right. I'm not sure which one is blowing. Yeah, it's blowing down there. I can barely see it, but it is blowing. So anyway, I digress. Since I had seen that the blower I had thought that the blower could be a problem, and I bought this. So I jumped on eBay, looked at the part numbers. I knew the part number from the part site, and just bought one from eBay for under 50 bucks. The last time I had done this, I did this as an emergency. My dad's car, also an M45, surprise, surprise. He needed the blower replaced in the middle of summer. He needed it done immediately. So what I did is I went to AutoZone and bought a part. I can't remember the name, but it was 150 bucks. Or maybe 160 at the end of the day. So it was rather expensive. I'm not saying it's inferior in any way, but sometimes being proactive helps you with these decisions, right? In that if you can get it earlier, way before you need it, or if you have the space, I guess, just store it, or if you've gone to the mileage, just change it, whatever your decision is. Or maybe, when it goes out, you can wait around for a little bit of time before having to replace it. Just depends on what your circumstances are. Do you have time? What do you have extra? What do you have in low abundance? If your time is scarce, your money is scarce, whatever it is you need to, if you need something right now, sometimes you get it off AutoZone rather expensively. O'Reilly's was also pretty expensive, at the time. Or if you got all the time in the world and you have a spare car, or you can deal with the discomfort of no blower working, so no AC or no heat, depending on what you need, then take your time, buy one from eBay, and in 5 days it's going to arrive, and here you go. All right, I think this is finally the conclusion. I think I'm going to finish the video thus. Okay, goodbye.